Welcome into the Ace Craftsman Workshop. We're with home staging expert Julea Joseph. Julia, you have a project today that could really increase the value of someone's home.
I do, and it's the cheapest, easiest, and simplest way to do it, and it's called paint.
A fresh coat of paint is a must when you're looking to put your home on the market. But the tricky part is finding the perfect color for your walls.
Sometimes when you're living in your home and celebrating it, you may pick out some personal colors like crazy red or sunshine yellow, and when you're selling it, you have to kind of appeal to the broadest mass and go neutral.
That sounds good, Julia, and I know just the place to pick out our colors. Come with me.
Let's go.
Okay, Julia, there's so many options here in the paint studio. How do we know which ones to choose?
We do have a lot of options in colors. We want to stay away from up here and look down here.
Now, why do we want to stay away from these?
I think that they're just really, really bright and very personalized, and neutral is the best. And the beiges are really great, especially warm tones, if you have wood floors and wood trims from older homes.
If beige isn't your favorite color, gray paint is another good choice. Because it often has cool undertones, gray is best matched with white trim and darker wood floors. And we also have the finish to consider.
Absolutely. If the walls have any imperfections, eggshell is the best, it's the most universal. And then as we get into the trims and things like that, you'll do a semi-gloss or a satin. So I think we should pick a wonderful gray, which is super popular. Maybe this pretty sage right here, and this classic beige. And I think we're good to go.
Well, let's get them mixed up, head back to the project. Our paint is ready to go, but we need some supplies to actually get it up on the wall. We grab painter's tape, a brush, a tray and tray liner, a roller, and a paint stirrer. If you have high ceilings, you may need to grab a ladder and a roller extension pole too. And don't forget to keep your floor clean with a drop cloth. It looks like we're ready to paint. Why don't we get started?
So you want to hand me that masking tape?
Sure.
And we're going to trim off the window here, and we're going to cover that entire trim. I'm going to give it to you, so you want to grab that ladder because you're nice and tall, and I'll work on this side.
We're just taping off our makeshift window, but at home, you'll want to tape off the baseboards and ceilings to keep them protected from the paint. And this tape won't damage anything underneath it?
It's the formulation now is just for painting. It will come off seamlessly.
Sounds good. Oh, you're giving me fives now?
Oh, yeah.
Sweet. Let's see if Julia is just as impressed with my painting skills.
Let's take a look at that color palette again. We have that wonderful grayish. We have that wonderful beige.
Did you just make up a new word, grayish?
It's grayish is beige
Okay.
and gray mixed together.
Okay.
It is
Never
the
heard that.
trend color.
Nice.
I think we're going to use this grayish, and here's the thing that's awesome about this paint. This Optimus brand has a built-in primer, so one coat's going to do it.
We grab our paint tray and load it up 1/3 of the way. Julia's doing the rolling first and then cutting in the corners, but you could just as easily do the corners first. I didn't notice there's 2 rollers here today, so you're going to put me to work.
Absolutely. Get going, dude.
Oh.
So you want to just kind of start laying it on in a V.
A V.
A V. So that way you don't get those lines.
So how do we know how much paint we need for our home?
Around a gallon of paint goes around 400 square feet, and a quart's like 100.
Okay.
So with a little bit of math skills, you can figure it all out.
We keep on painting until the majority of our wall is good and grayish. Now, time to cut in the corners.
So the great thing about trim brushes is that they're angled. So you can kind of get in, so instead of being flat, whereas a flat brush would kind of glump up at the bottom, this is angled, so when you bring it down, you have a little bit more control on the tip. And we're just gonna kind of start at the top and just kind of bring it, try to go in one more, kind of a swoop.
We put our teamwork to the test and finish up trimming around the window, the corner, ceiling, and floor.
So the paint's gonna dry between 60 and 90 minutes. Put that trim color on, and the rest is gold.
For less than $100 in supplies, and in about a day, you can easily transform a room in your home. So to recap what I learned today, grayish is a word, and a nice neutral color. Painting is a must before selling your home, and Julia makes a darn good painting partner.